is up, everybody? It is Guy Smiley here, and in this video we're going to be doing a review of the 7467 International Space Station set from 2003. This is actually a really awesome set that I think goes under the radar for a lot of people because it was part of the Discovery Kids line back in the day, and they made a lot of space sets actually that I don't think that a lot of people either bought or just a lot of people just don't know about nowadays. It does look a lot different from the International Space Station, the Ideas version that was released last year. Obviously because this is what the International Space Station looked like in 2003. So a lot different than what it looks like now. This set retailed for $15, which is an amazing price. You would never be able to buy something like this for $15 nowadays. It's just such a nice display model. It's such a really cool micro scale model. And it has some great parts in it, and it just gives a lot of value for $15 that you can't really get anymore these days. But that's not to say that there was no problems with the set. There are some problems with it. The set actually came with 2 of the same sticker sheet, so you actually did get some extra stickers, as you see here, that you would not use. But the thing about having 2 sticker sheets is there are a lot of stickers on this set. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, which is a lot of stickers on this set, but I guess you can't really expect them to use printed pieces because that would probably be too expensive to produce for a $15 set to include 24 new printed pieces in a small $15 set like this would probably be too expensive and cost too much for the price point. But I guess you can kind of see now why everybody was really hoping that they used printed pieces on the new Ideas version that we got last year. And they did, in fact, print all the pieces in that set, which is really nice because I can only imagine how many stickers that set would have since it is quite a bit bigger than this one. The only printed piece in this set is actually this cockpit piece on the Space Shuttle Endeavour here. So it ends up looking really cool. I do like the way it looks. I think it was used in a couple other sets as well, so that's why they were able to include that printed piece in this one. And stickers would be very hard to apply on that piece as well. So let's just kind of go through and take a look at each of these modules. They use a lot of these R2-D2 body pieces for the actual modules of the space station. There's a sticker on the top, sticker on the bottom. And then if we go over, we just see some more of these round pieces. Very simple build, actually. There's really not much to it. It just ends up looking really good just because of the subject matter, I think, and the pieces that LEGO has that allow them to really just make it look pretty accurate with these all these rounded bricks that they use on the body of the ship here. And then we have some more stickers over here. The set actually does use the old dark gray and old light gray. So it was made before the new versions of those colors came out, so that's why you see that. Another problem with it is actually how these rotate so much. So you can't actually bend them like this and then have them this way because they just kind of flop down. They should have used the Technic pins with the ridges on them to prevent those from rotating so much. And then the last section over here, we just have some fencing for some kind of a sensor array. I don't really know what that's for. I'm not a space station expert. And then we have some white heads there for a little module coming off the side. And this piece can rotate. The other pieces cannot. Moving up, we have just a single big dark gray piece right here. For this kind of like scaffolding structure coming off of the top of the body of the space station. We have a chrome dish, which is a really cool piece. Those are kind of rare. You don't see them using chrome dishes in very many sets. And they don't actually make true chrome anymore, so that's really cool to see in this set. And then we have one of these cool pieces here, one of these like metal detector pieces, as just kind of something coming off the spaceship, another kind of satellite thing or some kind of a sensor piece. We have 3 solar panels coming off of the scaffolding, and then on the top of the scaffolding we have the central solar panel array right here, and this does rotate a little bit too much for my liking. That's another problem with this, is this rotates, this just spins. I really wish they would have done something where it didn't spin. You could just move it, but it didn't spin like it was on like a merry-go-round or something, because I don't think it's supposed to do that, and it gets kind of hard when you're like moving this around. It just kind of flops around and it's not very stable. It's not the most stable thing ever. You can adjust all of these solar panels here. You can move them like this. You can make them fully open. fully open like this. Just have them in any configuration you really want. And then this can move either way to kind of follow the sun wherever it is in the in outer space. And they can continue to get power that way. But yeah, it's a pretty simple build. The stand right here is really cool, actually. I really like that they included a stand. Funnily enough, the stand is actually not shown anywhere on this box. It's not shown on the front. It's not shown on the back. It's not shown on the top, not shown on the sides, or this side. So it's very interesting because you wouldn't know that this set even came with a stand if you had if you had just seen it on the store shelf. Unless you had seen it online before you went to the store, you would have no idea. You would just think this is what you get. You just have to lay the space station on a table somewhere, which is very interesting because you would think the stand the display model aspect of it would be a major aspect of the set. And this piece right here can't even actually be attached to the set without the stand. So it's just kind of floating in space right here because you see a stud-to-stud connection, and that just does not work. So unless you have an invisible bar going through there that you can't see, that's just floating there. So the stand is actually the piece that connects these things. So it looks like they just edited out the stand in this shot and just kind of showed it there with the stud-to-stud connection that wouldn't really work. While we're on the subject of the box, we can see the piece count right there. And the front of the box looking really cool. We can see the Discovery Kids branding on the box there, which is kind of like the thing we see with the city sets nowadays with the National Geographic branding. There's the top, Discovery Kids. There's the space shuttle there. Components made in Denmark and Switzerland. Wow, this was before they started making pieces in like Mexico, the Czech Republic, and China and all that. So that's actually really cool. This is a very old set. It's probably maybe better quality too. And on the back we see here we have just some pictures there. You can see the actual space station, I think, in this small photo right here. So that's what the actual space station looked like during 2003. The actual space shuttle. Again, just some more pictures and really cool. It says it includes a information booklet. Actually, what does that say? Inspirational booklet. So it's an inspirational booklet is included with the set. We'll take a look at that in a minute. And then here we see some other sets from the Discovery Kids line. And there's a full-size space shuttle and there was a full-size like Mars rover as well. So two really cool sets that I really wish I had. And then again, here's this side. Again, no mention of the stand whatsoever on any part of the box. And here's what was inside the box. We have the instructions right here. Just a normal instruction booklet, pretty much, except it looks really, really awesome because it has these planet prints on it, and it looks really cool like that. In the back, we can see again some more sets from the Discovery Kids line. They're really awesome space shuttle right there. There's a better picture of it. And here is another microscale set of the microscale Saturn V, which was the first version of the Saturn V made in Lego. Microscale lunar lander and some, I think this is the lunar capsule. I think that's part of this, the Saturn V. And then some more sets as well. Microscale Mars rover, I believe, and a microscale rocket launcher place. And yeah, so there's this set, and then there's the actual full-size Mars rover. Here is the inspirational booklet, as they call it on the box. I didn't know they called it an inspirational booklet, so that's kind of weird. I'll just flip through this, and you guys can look at it if you want to. But this is kind of like the precursor, I guess, to the kind of stuff they included. They include in the back of the instruction books on the new ideas sets, you know, to give some information on the designers and information on the set. So this is kind of what they did with these sets, and there are some really cool pictures in here. You guys can pause the video and read it if you want. What does it say? It says research. It just, I guess it just kind of gives you some background on the what kind of goes on the ISS. Here they actually superimposed the Lego version on the real version, so that that's kind of cool. Don't see them doing that very often. Oh, and it relates the actual parts of the set to the actual pieces on the ISS. I think that's what they're doing here. Oh yeah, they are, because they kind of show the set here and then the ISS, the actual thing there. And then we see the sets again in the back of this booklet. So that's really cool. An inspirational booklet. Don't see those in sets anymore. And then this is also just in these old set boxes. The Lego League Tournament. I've never heard of this. I don't really know what it is, but leave a comment down below if you guys know what this is. First Lego League Tournament. Overall, I'm going to give this set a 9 out of 10. It's just really cool looking. It's a lot more than what you can get for $15 these days. I can forgive the stickers. The stickers, you know, you can't really expect them to do printed pieces for a set this size and in that quantity. There are some minor design issues, as we noted earlier in the review, but I think that still it is definitely a really awesome set. Really good value for the $15 it originally costed. If you guys want to get a used version of this, you're probably going to pay around $35. Don't really know if it's worth that. If you guys really want it to go along with your new one, then I think it would probably be worth that. Definitely don't pay the $90 for a new one because it's not worth $90. But nonetheless, it's a really cool set. Leave a comment down below with your guys' thoughts on it, and leave a like on the video, and be sure to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys next time.